everybody. Thank you so much for coming to our webinar. Now, today we're welcoming Los Angeles City College, and our speaker will be Mr. Darren Grosh, and he is the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. And today he's going to show us around how it's going to look like when you study, specifically in Los Angeles and the institution.
Jones, thank you again so much for allowing me to be here, and hello to everyone who's joining us today. I know it's the time zone is always a little bit tricky, but again, I want to thank Net24 for representing Los Angeles City College at their past workshops and fairs. Really appreciative of all the great work you guys are doing. And thank you so much for allowing me to be here. My name is Darren Grosh. I'm the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs at Los Angeles City College. We are located in Hollywood, California. To just give you a visual of what that looks like, the Hollywood sign, that iconic Hollywood sign, is right in view of our college campus. So it's a very great location, and I'm excited to talk a little bit about what a community college is and what that looks like in California specifically. I'm going to talk a little bit about different pathway options that are available to students, and then I'll talk a little bit about how the campus works and looks, and then I'll obviously field some questions. Great. So again, Los Angeles City College is a little over 90 years old. And this is the original campus of UCLA. I think a lot of us have heard of UCLA, and we all know what UCLA is. It's a top-ranked university in the United States. But Los Angeles City College is the original campus of UCLA. We're heavily affiliated with UCLA from our mascot, which is the Cubs. UCLA's mascot is the Bruin. And our campus location, the brickwork, it is all reminiscent of what an Ivy League school would look like. And so that's a little bit of the history of Los Angeles City College. Again, I'm going to talk about LACC. That's Los Angeles City College for short. And I'm going to also talk about our language academy that we have as well. We also do provide an option for students who want to come and learn English at our school. We're a great institution for that. So I just want to give you a frame of reference, okay? There are 114 community colleges in California, okay? And traditionally, the way that it works, and this is not on my slide, but just to kind of explain it in this way, California has a really unique higher education system. We have the UCs. UCs would be like UCLA, UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara, UC Berkeley, UC Riverside. Those are the UCs. And there are 12 UCs in California. And those are what we call our research institutions. Students who go there can earn a PhD, a master's degree, or a bachelor's degree. So for example, if you were a business major, you can't study business at UCLA because business is not a research subject matter. You would study economics at UCLA because you can research economics. Business is more of an applied degree, okay? Then within that system, we have the CSUs. The CSUs, that stands for the California State University System. And there are 22 CSUs in California. That would include schools like Cal State Long Beach, San Diego State, San Francisco State, Cal State Northridge, for example. And those schools are not research institutions. They are applied, which means that students who go there, the idea is to put them into the workforce right away upon graduating. So they offer EDDs, they offer master's degrees, and they offer bachelor's degrees, okay? Then we have the community college system. There's 114. And community colleges work with the UCs and the CSUs and all the private schools to allow students who don't want to go directly to a UC or a CSU to earn their bachelor's degree, but to first come to a community college to earn 2 years of their education before transferring. Now I'll talk more about that, but that's a general framework of what a community college is. So Again, there's 114 of us. LACC has been recognized by Academic Influence as the second best community college in California, and we're ranked the sixth best community college in the entire United States. We offer over 130 different degrees, both certificates and AA degrees. We have amazing facilities, a faculty ratio of about 22 students to one faculty. We have a little over 13,000 students. About 330 of them are international students on an F1 visa from over 70 different countries. Again, as a community college in California, every community college has like specialty programs. We all offer, a degree in business or a degree in computer science or, a degree in art. Every school offers these programs. But as a community college and as an agent, when you're talking to your student, you need to ask your student, is there something unique that you're really looking to study? And if that's the case, again, being in Hollywood, we're in the entertainment capital of the United States, presumably the world. So we offer an amazing cinema TV production program. Our theater arts program is off the charts. Our visual and media arts is phenomenal. We have a game design program as well. Photography, music. Our music program is ranked one of the top music programs in the US. Our facilities rival schools like USC and the School of Berkeley Music. We have a lot of famous alumni who have also attended LACC: Morgan Freeman, Alan Arkin, Mark Hamill, just to name a few. And they're all big donors to our school as well. And so they are really supportive and helpful to our school, which is why, again, we have some amazing facilities. Now, I'm going to talk about pathways. I think it's important that when you talk to your students, you can choose your pathway at Los Angeles City College. And there's a lot of different pathways. I think everyone here is very familiar with that traditional 2+2 pathway. You earn an AA degree, and then you transfer to a university to complete your bachelor's degree. That's one pathway. Another pathway is what I call the OPT pathway. So you're going to earn an AA degree or a certificate degree and then apply for optional practical training. That's going to allow you to work in the US for 24 months. That's a very common pathway. And sometimes after that, students will then transfer to another university to get their bachelor's degree, or they'll continue to earn another degree at LA City College to continue being able to work legally in the United States. Then we also have our business online degree, where some students maybe can't get an F1 visa. That's okay. You can earn a business degree, an AA degree, or a certificate online with us without an F1 visa. And then we also have our language academy pathway. That's going to allow your student the opportunity to come to the United States, right, to attend our language academy at a college where you'll get the full benefits of being out of college, but while learning English, having the ability to maybe come here without having to pay all the money that you need to go to school, right? So there's a lot of different options for you as an agent working with students to think about when you're going to send a student to come study in Hollywood. Now, just to kind of go deeper into this 2+2 pathway. Again, the idea behind the 2+2 is that as a community college, our job is to help the student complete their lower division coursework, right? And then complete that general education coursework they need in order to, one, transfer to a 4-year and obtain their bachelor's degree. So again, imagine, right? You're an economics major, okay? And let's imagine Jones, who's hosting this program, decides that she wants to go to UC Irvine to go ahead and study economics. So she's going to go there for 4 years. Now let's assume that I, Darren Grosh, international student, is going to also study economics, but rather than going to a 4-year right away, I'm simply going to go to a community college at Los Angeles City College. Jones and I are going to take the same course classes. Jones is going to take lower division coursework. She's going to take general education classes, as am I. And then in years 3 and 4, we're going to start taking what we call the upper division and major requirement courses needed to get our bachelor's degree. The difference is Jones is going to be taking classes with 200 other people. She's going to be taught by a graduate assistant and maybe won't have as a personable experience as I will. And she's going to be paying a lot more money to take the same classes. It's the same thing. It's the same thing at a community college. Now, the difference is once I get my lower division and general education classes, I have a guaranteed transfer agreement with UCI that's going to allow me to transfer. And then I've saved money. My class size is about 22-1. All of my professors have a master's degree. A lot of them are retired professors from UCI or UCLA. Some of them, like in our film program, they teach at USC part-time and they teach here at part-time. So those kids paying all the money at USC are paying a lot less by coming here and taking the same classes, taught by a USC professor. So the community college world offers a lot. Now I want to talk about the different guaranteed admission agreements we have with our UCs and our CSUs. So coming to Los Angeles City College, we have guaranteed admission to UC Davis, UC Irvine, UC Merced, UC Riverside, UC Santa Barbara, and UC Santa Cruz. These are all top 50 institutions in the United States right here in California, and you have guaranteed admission to them as a student if you can simply complete the minimal qualifications that is needed to transfer. Okay. I would also quickly add, if you are a music student at LA City College, we're the only community college that has guaranteed admission to UCLA in our music program. That is our affiliation with the UCLA campus because our music program is one of the top in the United States. And having been a former UCLA campus, we have that relationship. I would also add, we also have a guaranteed admission agreement with CalArts as well for our music program. Again, that speaks just highly of what our music program is. I want to talk about the CSUs. So again, we have an ADT, that's an associate degree for transfer, that's accepted by all of the CSUs. So again, that's guaranteed admission. Now, we also have a scholarship program. It's called the Ralph Bunche Scholarship Program. If you are in that program, that means you're an honor student. You have about a 3.3 GPA. That will improve your chances of getting accepted into UCLA and UC Berkeley if you apply. So that just means it gives you an advantage over someone who's not in the Ralph Bunche program or not an honor student. That's going to allow you to get in. We also have a lot of agreements with out-of-state colleges. I just put a few here, but we have probably about 35 different agreements with private schools like USC, like Arizona State University. But just to name a few for international students specifically, we have agreements with University of Western Alabama, Tennessee Tech, Hawaii Pacific University, and Southern Rhode Island University. So quite a few different options for students coming to LACC. Just to give you a snapshot of last year, I kind of highlighted some of the schools you might be familiar with. But we had about 13 students transfer to UCs from our graduating class last year. 17 went to CSUs, 5 went to private schools. Again, LACC is ranked among the top 10 of community colleges in terms of transferring students out to a four-year school. Again, there's 114 of us. We're in the top 10 of transferring students out to a four-year degree program. So really, really happy about that. You might ask yourself, well, what are some of the top majors that international students are studying at LACC, at Los Angeles City College? I'll just tell you right now, it's going to be business administration and management, cinema, TV, computer science, engineering, music, economics, and then theater arts and design. So you can see we have, again, over 330 international students. We have a lot of different options for students. but these are the popular ones that students are studying and then transferring to a four-year degree. I talked about pathways, and one other pathway I want to really briefly touch on is our online business degree program. The reality is, a lot of students would like to come and study in the United States. We all know they need to get an F1 visa to do that. And the reality is, not everyone is going to be able to do that. So, what are some other options you could talk to your students about? Well, we have a really great global online business degree program. You can earn a degree in business administration, economics, management, or marketing. These are all transferable. So if you do the online degree program with us, you will earn a degree, right? But you can also then transfer to a four-year university with that and hopefully get an F1 visa after the fact. Or you'll walk away with an associate degree or a certificate degree from a really highly ranked community college. You're going to save money because you're not going to have to pay for the international student health insurance fee. In addition, these classes run a little differently in our business degree program. So we offer 16-week courses, 4-week courses, 5-week courses, and 8-week courses, which means you're going to be able to take classes faster and earn your degree a little quicker. Okay. Again, it's a really easy program to apply for, and I'm happy to talk more about that. Just again, to give you an overall cost of what that looks like, and this would apply for the business degree program as well online, but in general, if you look at this chart, okay, if you're an international student wanting to come and study here in the United States, and I'll use Jones again as an example. Jones decided she wanted to go to a UC school for 4 years, okay? She's an economics major. For one academic year, when I say academic year, that means 24 units, right? That's 12 units of credit in the fall, 12 units of credit in the spring. Jones is paying $38,000 to take the same lower division and general education classes that I'm going to take at Los Angeles City College, and I'm paying $11,000 for that. Now, as an economics major, it's pretty obvious which is cheaper. I'm gonna come out with a degree, earning a bachelor's degree from UC Irvine, but I'm gonna pay a lot less money than Jones is gonna pay over the course of 4 years, right? It's just the math is there, and the education and the quality is there. So again, if our goals are the same to go to UC Irvine, it would make more sense to go to a community college like Los Angeles City College. You're going to pay about $11,600 in tuition and then transfer. Again, if you go to a school like Cal State LA or Cal State Northridge or Cal State Long Beach, you're paying about $20,000 to go to a school like that. And again, I think if you go to a school like USC, which has a great name, $75,000 just for the tuition. That does not include housing, international health fees, or books, or anything like that. I broke down the finances a little bit more for you, just so you could see. Again, the non-resident tuition fee, if you look at it at a semester basis, you're paying about $4,500 for 12 units of credit, which is going to equal for the year about $9,000. There is a health office fee, which you pay. There is health insurance that all international students are required to have, unless you are a SACM student or a Kuwaiti student. There's a CVIS fee. We estimate books are about $223. Parking is optional. But these are some of the basic fees. And then we estimate room and board is about $5,800 or $11,600 for the academic year. Okay, that's the academic year. So again, if you round out everything, you're looking at about $23,000 for an academic year. Okay, for the academic year. Just quickly, how do you apply to our school? I want to go back really fast. If your student does the online degree program, they would not have to pay the health fee or the international student health insurance fee. They would not have to pay a book fee or a parking fee or a student government fee. So the cost of that would slightly be different if you were getting an online degree. But assuming they're coming here as an F1 visa student to earn a degree or to transfer, this is the cost. So quickly, how do you apply? Now, I work with agents who have students already in the United States all the time. So I just want to say that whether you have a student who you're starting with from overseas, those are our initials, or if you are working with a student who's in the United States but wants to transfer to us, these are the ways that we can help you. First, you have to do the CCC Apply application. This is a common application for community colleges. You have to complete it. If you need help with it, I have a really great video on our website that you could use to coach your student through it, or our team can walk you through the process too. Additionally, you have to complete what's called the F1 supplemental application form. This is a form that allows us, basically, it gives us the information we need, right? So we can issue you the I-20. And we'll turn around that I-20 in about 3 business days. Okay? It's very common for agents to do step 2 first because they want that I-20 quickly, and then do CCC Apply after the fact. And that's fine for us. I understand that, and we are very flexible on that. For proof of funds, you have to show that the student has at least $23,000 for proof of funds if you're applying for an F1 visa to come study at LACC. Now, if you're doing the online degree program for business, I don't need to see your proof of funds. That's not something we need. Okay. But assuming you're coming here to get the F1 visa and study, we need to see $23,000. Additionally, we have to see proof of English proficiency. So if you're an initial student, you could do that a number of ways. If you're a student from Scandinavia, you don't need to take a language test typically. Or if you studied at a university that's English speaking, we don't need to see an English language test. But if you are coming out of high school, that's not an English speaking high school, right? Like a international baccalaureate type high school, we need to see English. So that can be done through Duolingo. It can be done through ITEP. It can be done through TOEFL. And if you are an agent, we can give you a discount code for ITEP to help you take the test. We also need to see copy of transcripts or an equivalent. So if you don't have transcripts, you can just show us a certificate that you've studied somewhere, and we can accept that. We do require that students are at least 18 years or older. However, if they are under the age of 18, that's okay. I understand a lot of students are gonna, education levels in high schools, ages are different in different countries. We understand that. So if they are under the age of 18, that is okay. Just let us know and we can work with you to help figure out, how to give you that I-20. So we do have students under the age of 18, but we do have to just work with you a little bit on that. But we can make that happen. Again, if you're a transfer student, you need to really show us that you have an I-20 from your current school, a copy of your passport, and visa stamp. Your proof of English proficiency is the fact that you've studied at a university, so I don't need a language score. Again, these are the language proficiency scores. Duolingo's a 74, ITEP's a 4.5, IELTS is a 4.5, TOEFL is a 45. Again, you can also send a student to our language school, and upon completing our language school, they can just transfer right in to our academic program. We have an in-house language test that we provide, so assuming they pass that, you can move right on. I want you to know our cycle for applications. If you're a new student, we're still accepting initial applications up until December 6th. If you're a transfer student, we're still accepting applications through January 28th. What I would tell you though, if you're past that December 6th deadline, it's okay. We'll still issue you the I-20. I understand applications will come late. We want to get you the I-20. If you don't get the visa appointment, it's okay. We'll help you defer, right? We'll help you defer the I-20 to the next cycle. We offer 3 cycles. We have a fall, a spring, and a summer cycle. Okay. Just quickly, I talked about our pathways, right? We have the 2+2 pathway, right? We have that earner certificate or AA degree, that OPT pathway. We have the language academy pathway as well that I want to talk about just briefly. We have a really great campus. Students get that college feel. It's a lot less expensive to study English here, right? We have 5 session start dates, so we can accept students yearly into our program. We offer a beginner, intermediate, advanced, and a college pathway program. So we have 4 different levels for you to choose from. Right now, on average, it's about $2,850 to complete a full level of English with us. The application process is super easy. We have an in-house application. You pay the $150 application fee. Provide us a bank letter or financial statement that shows at least $8,800. Attach a copy of your educational history, and then submit it to us. And then we can issue the I-20 in about 3 business days. The I-20 is a 12-month I-20. And again, these are our session dates right now. We have 2 in the spring, 1 in the summer, and 2 in the fall. We accept applications year-round. We can always issue you the I-20 and defer the I-20 if you miss your visa appointment. And again, this just kind of talks about when the sessions start. So again, we have 2 session dates in February and April, 1 in June for the summer, and then 2 in the fall for September and November. This is a little bit more detail on our application process for online degree. I'm gonna bypass that for time. I want to talk about supporting your students. When you talk to your students, I can tell you there are about 4 barriers that are going to prevent your student from succeeding at the university level. Those barriers are going to be social barriers, personal barriers, academic barriers, and economic barriers, okay? At LA City College, we work hard to help those students overcome those barriers. Obviously, one way that we do that is through creating community, right? Helping students develop personal relationships. Those are all really important. We do that through campus events, through workshops, our newsletters, recognizing student success, our town halls. We have a lot of different ways to engage students both on campus and online. I hire a team, we call them international cubbies. Their only job is to create activities for students. That's it, that's their only job. We have a wonderful office staff as well. Our academic, our student ambassador program is really great, and they are a welcoming force, and they help our office, they help our agents, they help our parents, our students learn more about LACC and help them through the application process. A question I get all the time: scholarships. Do you offer scholarships? Do you have on-campus employment? The answer is yes and yes. I think the best scholarship I can give any student is the opportunity to work on our campus, right? To do that, a student has to have 12 units of credit, but we have about 30 students right now that we have working on our campus. We do that through the library, our sheriff's office, our welcome center, our bookstore, tutoring, extension program, theater, and then of course, our own program, the International Student Program. Right now, my own program, we employ probably about 7 to 10 students right now. But if you have a student who needs a job, I usually can get them a job on campus. My department also will sponsor a student to work in another department. What does that mean? I have a lot of students who are in the theater department, for example, that want to work in theater because they want to get experience, right? Well, my department will help pay for that student worker to exist in that program. That's one way that we can help students with their tuition, with living off campus. The other way is we're very supportive of CPT, curricular practical training. Not every school is supportive of this. That is a very important question to ask your schools when you are working with them. Do you support CPT? And what does that mean? What it means is that once a student has been here for one academic year, right, we encourage students to find work off campus in their field of study. So if you're a business major, find a job in your field of study in the world of business, right? If you're a filmmaker, find a job in your world outside of this campus, and we'll approve your CPT. We're really supportive of CPT. I also have a lot of students who finish their bachelor's degree who have a job in LA who come back to earn their degree with us so that they can continue that job with CPT. We're very supportive of CPT. And again, OPT, we're very supportive of that. Being in Hollywood, it's not like you're sending a student to Iowa, to Des Moines, Iowa. Not a lot of job opportunities in Des Moines, Iowa. You're sending them to Los Angeles. We're the 5th largest economy California is in the world. There's a lot of job opportunities here. And having a lot of alumni who are well connected. We have a great foundation program. You're well connected. There's a lot of opportunity here. So I would just really encourage you to think about that when you're talking to students. What is their long-term goal? We talked about pathways. The OPT pathway is strong. A lot of students do that pathway, and it's a great option for students who want to get that degree and then want to work. Just briefly, we talked about Ralph Bunche. It's also a great pathway. There's a lot of scholarship money in the Ralph Bunche Honors Program, right? So again, I would encourage you to think about that as well. Again, we talked about connection, personal connection. And again, academic support. I want to go back to the honors program. This is a great community to get involved with if you're looking for that academic support. And again, clubs, campus support. The more your student gets involved, the better they're going to be to overcome those barriers, right? So again, if we're going back to those barriers, economic barriers, we're going to help your student find a job on campus. Social barriers and personal barriers. We're going to provide a lot of programming on our campus so those students are plugged in and they're feeling like they've got a community, right? Academic barriers. We talked about our honors program. We have a lot of tutoring services on our campus, both virtual and in person. There's a lot of ways to plug you in here. I want to talk about housing. That's another question I get all the time. What about housing? We don't have on-campus housing. We don't have it. I wish we did, but we don't. But being in Los Angeles, there's a ton of housing around us, and we have a lot of relationships with local housing agencies that will help your student find housing. I think the best way to go, honestly, when you first come, do a homestay. I get it. Not a lot of students want to do a homestay, and that's just the hard reality. I understand. But it is a really easy way to get plugged in to your surrounding neighborhood, to make friends, build connections, and then go find your apartment or go find your room share or go find your friend you want to get, connected with. So we have homestays. We also have a lot of shared housing options. What does that mean? That means you're going to be living in like a room and you're going to be sharing a kitchen. You're going to be sharing maybe a bathroom, a workout space. We have a few around us. We have a great website. My student ambassadors will help you through the process. We will connect you with housing. And I would just say to you, please, 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 don't send a student here without helping them secure some housing. We'll help you with that process. We'll give you the tools you need so you can help them if you want. But the worst thing you can do is send a student here with a backpack, some clothes, and no place to stay. Don't do that to your student. Use our resources, use us, we'll help you. We'll help you. Transportation. Here's another hidden cost that people don't think about. How are you going to get around as a student? Most places you need a car. You hear it all the time, California, you need a car, it's car-centric. We are so fortunate in Hollywood to have an amazing public transportation system. Every student here will get a TAP card that will give you free public transportation. We have a metro stop right here on our campus, right here. The red line will connect you to Union Station in downtown LA, all over North Hollywood. We have the yellow line that will get you to Santa Monica, that will get you to Long Beach. You can go to Redondo on the Sea Line. We have a lot of different transportation hubs right here, and it's just a step away. That's an advantage when you go back to housing too. You can live a little further away from the school because you're going to be next to a metro line. That's going to allow you to jump on the metro line and then take transport here. A lot of advantages. Free transportation. That's an amazing opportunity and cost savings for the student. Just one of our shining stars. This is Alex. He was a cinema production major. He used to be one of our student ambassadors. He decided to go and choose the OPT pathway, right? He's doing OPT now. He is currently doing content creation for some real estate companies using his film degree. Again, we talked about support. I want to go back to, again, overcoming barriers. We are very fortunate to have 3 counselors that work with us. We have one full-time counselor. Her name is Keika Stevenson. Keika works with all of our students who are returning students. So she's going to really help them with completing their coursework, assisting with graduation, getting them ready to transfer, prepping them from OPT. Then we have Chrysalia Terrazas. She works with our incoming students. Any of our brand new students, whether they're transfers or initial, she's going to help shepherd them in the very beginning to make sure they're on track, right? And then we have the wonderful George Agoyan. He is our adjunct counselor. He works primarily with our language school students to help them transfer over and to get them prepared as they transfer from the language school to our academic program. He is also your main point of contact as an agent. He will work with you specifically to assist you with your needs. He's really quick on getting the I-20s out, and he will work with you to kind of help guide you and your student over here. He's wonderful. We also have Marine Petrosian. She is fantastic. She is our DSO, and she assists all students with all of their immigration advisory needs. She's wonderful. And then the PDSO also is our VP of Academic Affairs. And that's important. We have a lot of support for international on our campus, from our president, who is from Ethiopia, to our VP, who is from Vietnam. We have Marine Petrosian from Armenia. We have Keika from South Korea. We have Chrysalia from South America. And myself, my own family. My mother is an immigrant. She got her green card. I saw her get her citizenship. We are heavily invested in this community, and the campus is so supportive of this community that we will help your students overcome those barriers: the academic, the social, the personal, and hopefully the economic. Again, how do we work with agents? I just want to say, to work with an agent, it's very easy. Just email me. I will send you a letter of agreement that you will fill out. It will detail our commission rates. And then if you're interested from there, I will simply provide you a marketing packet, some informational videos, and some other additional information that will help you promote LACC. Again, just to recap that, email me. I'll provide you a scope of work letter and then earn commission. It's really easy for me to talk about Los Angeles City College because it's such a great school. I love the community. I love the people. It's a really wonderful place, and there's a lot of different ways you can work with us. I just want to quickly say, follow us on social. I know everyone's got a social media handle these days, and it's a little bit much. I get it. But we have really great information on our handles. Again, if you're applying to the academic program or the online program, please email iss@lacitycollege.edu. If you're applying to the language school, it's la@lacitycollege.edu. If you want to talk to my student ambassador, you can go on Zoom anytime from 9 to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Okay, 9 to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday PST. You can talk to one of our student ambassadors live. You can also chat with one of our ambassadors through our Unibuddy chat. This is just a text messaging platform that will allow your student to connect with our student. It's more of a peer-to-peer marketing approach, but we're happy to work with you in that way. And then we also have a lot of great videos. We have a lot of student testimonials on YouTube. So if you want to look at student testimonials, go to YouTube. If you want to see like just day-to-day happenings around Los Angeles, go to our TikTok. And we use Instagram mainly to do communication with our students in-house. It's just a really easy way for us to talk to students. We have a lot of great information on there. Thank you, Jones. Really appreciate Net24. I love working with you. It's a really great organization. I'm really thankful for your time. And it's lovely to finally meet you virtually.
Thank you very much. See you. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks, Jones.
Bye. Bye, guys.